We reached Drass, the second coldest inhabited place on Earth, after a town in Siberia. We're hoping to visit a friend, Kishen, whom we visited on our last trip here. I'm explaining to our driver that I know where he lives.
I'll recognize where they live.
We had been unable to contact him by phone, but as he lives just a few yards off the main road, we decided to try to find him. I remembered the place up on the first floor. Lance went up to the place, but we learned from the person who now lived there that Kishen had moved.
Well, we tried to find Kishen, but they've moved from where they were, and Kishen is actually not back.
These are shots from our last trip when Kishen met us and we had a snack in his home, and when Lance, Youssef and Nate were also with me. We were sad to miss him. We found out later he was visiting Nepal. When we reached the main road, the wind was blowing hard.
The storm is blowing.
Had a chat with some local people. It's not only the second coldest inhabited place, but at 11,000 feet, it's also one of the highest, which probably makes this high school a higher secondary school. Years ago in Bolivia in South America, I visited the highest city in the world, La Paz, only 1,000 feet higher than here. We then decided to have a snack in a local cafe and checked out what was available. Youssef wanted to try his hand at being a film presenter, so I let him have a go.
We are just now in the Drass market. So much storm, so much cold. Let's pray for Drass. There is a Shia Muslim people living.
It's a Shia Muslim town. Actually has 2 mosques. This, the largest. The other appears to be older. Youssef asked around where the best place to eat is. There was only one. We had momos and pot noodle. I can assure you that though it doesn't look very tasty, it was certainly welcome. After that, the wind dropped and the sun appeared to warm us up a little. Believe it or not, when we flew out of Ladakh to Delhi a few days later, Youssef came back this way in the vehicle and was stranded here in Drass for 3 days due to a heavy snowfall.
Smile. Looks good out.
It was an interesting place to look around, certainly different. So we press on. The road from here to Kargil follows the Drass River Valley most of the way, providing some impressive scenery. Youssef impressed by the beauty around us. The river has a glacial source, hence the blue-green color. The autumn trees making it a colorful experience. Every now and then we stop to admire the views and get some shots. The very first time I made this trip, we planned to go all the way to Leh in one day, which is possible, but tiring. We ended up staying overnight in Kargil, and ever since we do that. It took us about 8 hours from Srinagar to Kargil, including the stops at Sonamarg and Drass, and many photo stops. In places, the mountain colors are spectacular. The bumpy road making it difficult to get shots from the car. The scenery unique. Finally arriving in Kargil, a memorable journey.